Hi, in this video I'm going to look at how to invest in a stocks and shares ISA. Now for this video I'm assuming you already know about stocks and shares ISAs and cash ISAs and what are the rules for how much money you can put into each one. If you want to find out more about the rules, check out my video, The ISA Revolution 2014. But I'm assuming today that you've already figured out the rules and you've decided you do want to invest some money in the stock market and you want to put it in the stocks and shares ISA tax wrapper. So now you've made that decision, you now want to know how are you actually going to make that investment? What are the nuts and bolts? Well, the first step is to pick your investment platform. These platforms, they're sometimes known as fund supermarkets, and that's a really good description because basically an investment platform is a shop where you can invest your money in a wide range of different possible investments. Fund supermarket is slightly misleading though because it's not just funds you can invest in. You can also invest in investment trusts and in individual shares. So the great thing about investment platforms, they give you all this choice. The charges are cheap, you can manage your investments online, and the platform does all the boring admin for you, and the dividends, if you get any dividends, are paid straight in to your online platform account. Now the best known investment platform is probably Hargreaves Lansdown. It's definitely the biggest player in the UK market and it offers good customer service, a really nice website, and it's got a very strong brand. The trouble with Hargreaves Lansdown is the platform charges you'll be paying are higher than pretty much all of the company's rivals. So you may want to go elsewhere and pick a platform that's cheaper. Now sadly, I can't just recognize one platform for everyone. It depends on your circumstances. How much money you're going to invest, are you going to invest in funds, in shares, or a combination of the two? Depending on your approach, different platforms will work best. If you want to research all the leading platforms, check out an article we've got on the MoneyWeek website, which is called Online Brokers Cost Comparison Table, and you should get a feel for all the top guys. Having said that, I know that you probably just want me to give a couple of names. So here are two names of good reputable platforms. One is Charles Stanley, another one is AJ Bell You Invest. The charges are low on both platforms and they're run by reputable companies, so you should get a decent service. So okay, fine, we've now chosen the platform. Next step is how are you actually going to invest? What kind of stocks and shares are you going to buy? And the classic thing to do is, the easiest thing to do if you like, is to put your money into an index tracker fund. These are funds that track a particular index. So if you put your money in a FTSE 100 tracker index, you would be effectively buying shares in all of the 100 largest companies on the London stock market. And then if the FTSE 100 goes up by 10%, your index tracker fund should go up by roughly 10% too. One of the best UK index trackers is the HSBC FTSE All Share Index. It's got an annual charge of 0.17%, nice and low. And with this fund, you won't be invested in just the 100 largest companies on the London stock market. It'll be more like 600 companies. So as that index goes up, your investment should go up too. Just to be clear though, you won't just pay the 0.17% charge, you'll also pay a charge to the platform, whether it's Hargreaves Lansdown, Charles Stanley or whoever. And the platform charges typically will be sort of between 0.25% and 0.45%, but it does vary depending what you're actually investing in. Now, this fund isn't the only cheap way to invest in the UK stock market. You could also go for an ETF, an exchange-traded fund. These are very similar to ordinary investment funds, but they're also a bit like a share. They're traded on the stock market, so it's really easy to buy and sell. There's one really cheap UK ETF which just tracks the FTSE 100. It's the Vanguard FTSE 100 UCITS ETF. Its charge is even lower than the HSBC index tracker. It's just 0.1% a year. Having said all that, both of the funds I've just recommended are great. It's probably a mistake to put all your money in the UK stock market. You need to get more global diversification. You can do that with the Fidelity World Index Trust. It's an index tracker which tracks companies in all of the leading stock markets around the world, including the UK, and you'll be paying a 0.3% charge for that fund. Now, just be clear, there's loads of other index tracker funds out there. There's loads of other ETFs out there that operate a passive investment policy, i.e. they're just following particular stock market indices. You can also invest in actively managed funds where you've got fund managers who are picking the investments for you. I haven't got time to recommend any funds right now, but there's loads of information about all the best actively managed funds on the Citywire website. And then, of course, you could decide just to pick individual stocks yourself. That's what I do for a lot of my money, and it's a great way to try and really deliver strong performance if you get it right. Haven't got time to highlight any individual shares today, but if you start reading MoneyWeek magazine and you keep reading it for a couple of months every week, you'll soon start to pick up some nice stock ideas for your portfolio. So that's a really quick overview of getting a stocks and shares ISA. The really important part is to get that platform, get on the platform and click on the ISA button, and they'll tell you how to do the basic process of logging on, and then you're ready to get investing and investing without paying much tax. Good luck with that. I hope to be back with another video next week. Until then, good luck with your investing.